Top 20 rare humans that are one in millions. Humans are unique in their own ways, but some of us are what you would call one in a million. Yes, they have a unique set of skills or any unique physical aspect of their body that makes them the rarest human beings to ever exist on Earth. Number 20. Svetlana Kazarian. Doctors believe a lady who cries crystal tears, making her life hell, faking her disease by placing glass in her eyes. Svetlana Kazarian of Armenia's Spandarian hamlet gained international notoriety for weeping up to 50 jagged-edged tears daily, which she described as misery. Doctors were originally taken aback by the 22-year-old's condition. The investigation is still ongoing, but according to the latest sources, the mother of one is heavily suspected of placing glass particles in her own eyes. While a rare medical alignment can cause crystal tears, specialists believe Kazarian suffers from Munchausen syndrome. This mental disorder causes people to feign sickness and self-harm to get attention. Number 19. Rose Guile. Rose Guile is letting her beard grow freely after decades of hiding behind a razor. When she was in her 20s, the 39-year-old Portlander noticed that she had too much hair on her face. Guile began shaving every day soon after to conceal it. She and her parents did everything to stop the coarse hair from sprouting. Various therapies, including laser therapy and medicine, were suggested by doctors, but neither succeeded. She was eventually diagnosed with the polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS, a hormonal disease. Guile claims that made growing up tough for her. Number 18. Macy Curran. Macy Curran is an American fashion model and Instagram celebrity with the world's longest female legs. Macy fell under the social media spotlight while shopping because others noticed her legs were longer than normal. When she returned home, she applied to the Guinness Book of World Records, breaking the record held by Ekaterina Lysini of Russia for having the longest legs. Her right leg measures 134.3 centimeters, and her left measures 135.267 centimeters. She also has two siblings, one brother and one sister, whose names remain unknown. She dropped out of school to pursue a modeling career. She has, however, taken a hiatus from modeling to return to her high school. Number 17. Tom Staniford. Tom Staniford has a rare genetic mutation known as MDP syndrome. His body cannot store fat beneath the skin due to the condition. The well-known Paralympic cyclist from Exeter was born at a healthy weight. Surprisingly, he has type 2 diabetes, despite losing all the fat around his face and limbs due to the condition. Staniford never lets MDP syndrome interfere with his regular duties. He competed in bike races and studied law and French while caring for his health. Number 16. Beatrice Pugliese. Many people suffer from skin disorders such as acne, dark patches, and freckles. But have you ever seen anybody with black markings all over their body? Yes, birthmarks cover 80% of the body of Beatrice Pugliese, a 25-year-old Brazilian lady. These markings are so unusual that they might make people nervous. Since she was young, Beatrice Pugliese has had a birthmark disease called giant congenital melanocytic nervous skin syndrome. Due to this condition, he has heavy black spots and markings all over his body. Melanoma is produced in greater quantities on their skin due to this illness, resulting in dark patch markings. Number 15. Anthony Carrigan. Season 3 of Barry has proven to be a huge smash for HBO, gaining wonderful reviews and just receiving a Season 4 renewal. No Hank, a loving homosexual Chechen gangster played by Anthony Carrigan, is one of the season's most popular characters. Carrigan suffers from alopecia, a disorder that causes significant hair loss. In a recent interview with People, the Barry star discussed his problems with the alignment and how it has affected his acting career. There was a point where my alopecia has advanced so far that I had lost over half my scalp, both of my brows and all of my eyelashes, he explained. It took everyone I was working with off guard, and no one knew what to do with me. Number 14. Sarah Gewirtz. Sarah Gewirtz, 29, is a model who suffers from Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS, a rare disorder that produces bulging skin. Gewirtz was diagnosed with type 1 and type 12 EDS, which affects collagen and connective tissue in the skin when she was 10 years old. Her skin is softer and less elastic than that of most persons her age. I simply tried to hide it in high school. I didn't want anyone to inquire about it. I didn't want to discuss it, Gewirtz told The Sun. My biggest insecurity was probably my skin. It only continued to appear more and more as I got older. Number 13. Kathleen Silva de Jesus. Horrible illnesses may sometimes make a person seem very lovely in a wonderful manner. It happens very seldom, but it does happen. Kathleen Silva de Jesus is a sufferer of one of such disorders, which is termed Waardenburg syndrome. The child was born into a household where everyone had dark eyes, so it was natural for her mother to suspect that the baby was not her own. She was born with amazing blue eyes that contrast with her skin tone and produced an unforgettable appearance. Number 12. Bejar Aziz. Growing up with vitiligo is difficult. Bejar Aziz, a British salesman turned model and diversity campaigner, reflects on the hardships of being different and how he learned to appreciate his flaws. He learned to accept his distinctive appearance over time and recently appeared in photographer Brock Elbank's new picture series, #Vitiligo. Following on his photographic studies of men with beards, which culminated 2 years ago in the groundbreaking beard exhibition at Somerset House, and individuals with freckles, Brock is now committed to showing the unique beauty of persons with vitiligo in his current portrait series. Number 11. Nick Smith. Nick Smith is only 35 inches tall, even though his brothers are 6.5 inches tall. He is one of only around 100 people worldwide with primordial dwarfism, an extremely uncommon genetic disorder. It means Nick, 21 of Atlanta, Georgia, is one of the world's tiniest males, with a body mass index of a healthy 3-year-old. His two brothers, Levi, 18, and Travis, 24, have well above average heights, despite not being born with the disease. Despite being the youngest of the three, Levi towers above Nick, who has witnessed his younger brother overtake him. Number 10. Victor Larry Gomez. A man who was bullied as a youngster is now reaping the benefits of being known as the world's hairiest man. Larry Gomez of San Bernardino, California, has hypertrichosis, a rare condition that causes thick black hair to sprout throughout his body, including his face. Hypertrichosis can develop at any age or due to medicines, associations, or linkages to eating problems. There is no cure for the illness, and any therapy is only temporary and cosmetic. Larry Gomez, also known as Wolfman, actual name Victor, has come to accept his situation. He married in 2011 while hunting for an apartment and now owns a rental company that rents out bouncy castles. Number 9. Gary Turner. Gary Turner is a British sideshow performer who was born in England in 1971 and reared in Caister, England, UK. He now holds the Guinness World Record for the stretchiest skin caused by a severe case of Ehlers-Danlos disease. His midwife stated that he had loose skin when he was delivered. He is known as the Elastic Man. He is the only one with the most enlarged skin. He can extend his skin without feeling any discomfort. Gary Turner set the Guinness World Record for the world's stretchiest skin in 1999, and he still owns this distinction to this day. Number 8. Wim Hof. Wim Hof, commonly known as the Iceman, is a Dutch motivational speaker and extreme athlete famed for his ability to survive in very cold conditions. He has a Guinness World Record for swimming under ice, extended full-body contact with ice, and a barefoot half marathon on ice and snow. He credits his achievements to his Wim Hof method, WHM, which combines regular cold exposure, breathing methods, yoga, and meditation. Several medical evaluations have been conducted on Hof, and a book authorized by investigative journalist Scott Carney. Number 7. Alain Robert. Alain Robert is a French urban and rock climber. Robert is known as the French Spider-Man, after the comic character Spider-Man, or the human spider for his free solo climbing, ascending buildings with nothing but a tiny bag of chalk and a pair of climbing shoes. Because authorities would not usually authorize him for such perilous escapades, Robert would show up at daybreak on the site of whichever massive tower he had selected to climb. Crowds of spectators stopped to watch him climb due to his exploits. Number 6. Niakim Gatwich. Niakim Gatwich, a model, wept herself to sleep in middle school because she felt she wasn't pretty enough. Now, the 24-year-old South Sudanese model has become a beauty symbol and an inspiration to young women worldwide. Her mystery? Self-love. It takes time to love yourself. Be confident in any position you're in, Niakim told Teen Vogue. If you love yourself, other people will notice. It will light through you, and people will have the option to accept you or reject you. Number 5. Haji. How long can you go without taking a shower? This man hasn't had a bath in 67 years. Amu Haji, 87, of Denge, a hamlet in Iran's southern region of Iran, resembles the biblical Moses, who fell through a chimney. You'd think he was a sculpture if he wasn't covered in ash and grime. Amu hasn't had a bath in over 7 decades since he fears water. He believes that bathing will make him sick. Cleanliness makes him ill. His favorite food is rotting flesh from diseased animals, particularly porcupines. He adores smoking, but it's not tobacco that he prefers. He loves to inhale animal feces through a rusted pipe. Number 4. Prahlad Jani. The ascetic, who claimed to have survived for 8 decades without food or drink, died early Tuesday of sickness. Prahlad Jani, 91, was known as Chunrali Mataji among followers. Mataji hadn't been feeling well since Chhath Navratri, April. After the lockdown was lifted approximately 5 to 6 days ago, he expressed a desire to return to his village Charada near Mansa in the Gandarni district. "We don't know what killed him," he stated. Number 3. Radhakrishnan Velu. According to organizers, a Malaysian nicknamed King Tooth pulled a 7-coach train using a steel rope clasped in his mouth today, setting a new world record for the highest weight hauled using teeth. On 18th of October 2003, Velu Radhakrishnan, Malaysia, used his teeth to pull 2 KTM commuter trains, weighing a total of 260.8 tons, 574,964 pounds, a distance of 4.2 meters, 13 feet 9 inches, along tracks at Kuala Lumpur railway station in Malaysia. Number 2. Daniel Browning Smith. Daniel Browning Smith, often known as Rubber Boy, is a wholly unique narrative, a contortionist unlike anybody else in the world. His adaptability is second only to Elastigirl from The Incredibles and first in real life. Rubber Boy, who has been named the world's most flexible man by Guinness World Records, has an unrivaled capacity to bend and stretch his body into the most bizarre forms and postures. When he was 4 years old, his father saw him jump from the bunk bed and land in an astounding gymnast split during a roughhousing session with his brothers. Number 1. Ty Ngoc. Ty Ngoc, a Vietnamese farmer, was born in 1942, claims to have slept for more than 38 years. According to his tale, he had been unable to sleep since contracting a fever in 1973. He's tried medicine, folk cures, and even large amounts of booze. Despite this, nothing appears to work. This man has slept for over 12,000 nights. However, Ty Ngoc appears to be in great condition, unlike regular people, who might suffer from various bodily problems when deprived of sleep. Every day he walks 2 miles to his house with 2 110-pound bags of rice. That's all for today. Please leave a comment down below if you think we missed someone. Thank you.